Hi, it's Maija here with my April TBR. I thought I'd make another TBR video since I once again know quite a few books that I'm going to be reading this month. And I'm currently in the middle of 3 books. The first of those is The Wonder Engine by T. Kingfisher. This is the second book in the Clocktor War duology. I read the first book, Clockwork Boys, last month, together with Rachel from Kalanadi, and I am about 20-30% into this, and it's more of a one book split into 2 parts. It's a high fantasy book about this group of misfits trying to find out the secret behind these Clocktor warriors that this opposing side to a war has, and I really like it so far. And I'm also reading from Scribed, I'm reading Tender by Sofia Samatar. I still have about 3 stories left, and then I am done with this one. And then once again I have Odin's Barn or Odinin Lapsi by Siiri Pettersen. This month I'm going to do this after I finish those. I will be focusing on this one so that I can get it read. I still have not read my TBR char pick from March, but I'm not really holding myself strictly accountable for that. I will pick another challenge from the char once I have finished my challenge to read a hardcover. I guess I'll do it in a Friday Reads video later this month or something, but the hardcover that I chose was The Beautiful Ones by Silvia Moreno Garcia, which is a Fantasy of Manners book with telepathic people set in a sort of fancy world reminiscent of Europe around the Regency period, I believe. I will tell you more once I've read it. And then I have a couple of things from the library. The novel of the month, I'm trying to get only one novel a month from the library, is The Bear and the Nightingale, which should be arriving to me sometime mid-month, I believe. But I have a novella out currently. I have The Furthest Station by Ben Aronovich, which is one of his Peter Grant novellas. Peter Grant is this police constable in the London Metropolitan Police, who also is a wizard. And this, I believe, has something to do with the Metropolitan line. I also have 2 comics out. I have the 6th volume of Princess Jellyfish by Akiko Higashimura, which is a contemporary manga that I really enjoy. It's so funny and heartwarming, and I am getting these from the library whenever they get the newest one. I think there are a couple of more out currently, but they have ordered them, so when they get to the library I will have them. And I can't wait to read this one and see what happens next. And then I have another comic. This was an impulse reservation from the library. I put a hole on it just because I noticed that they had it. And this is The Stone Heart by Faith Erin Hicks, and this is the 2nd book in the Nameless City series. I bought the first book, this like a young adult or early young adult, middle grade-ish, somewhere around there, fantasy comic, and I owned the first one, like I said, and I liked it fine, but not that much. But when I noticed that there was a 3rd one coming out and that my library had the 2nd one, I just thought that why not check it out? And as if that wasn't enough from the library, this is becoming a library heavy month. I am next in line for Binti the Night Masquerade finally on Overdrive, so I can't control when the Overdrive things get to me. I'm in line for Binti, have been in line for Binti for a while, and I've also been in line for Beneath the Sugar Sky by Shannon Maguire, and there are a bunch of people in that line still ahead of me. But Binti the Night Masquerade should be getting to me sometime this month as well. And I also went and put a hold on Before Mars by Emma Newman, which is the next in her Planet Fall series. I just realized that it was coming out this month, so I went and put a hold on it. I have no idea when the copies actually arrive to the library, so it might not be this month. So that one might be my library novel for next month. This is my final month of free trial on Scribed. I am, like I said in a previous video, I am quite positively surprised at their selection in Finland, so I will continue and have a subscription at some point on Scribed, but I will not continue straight away because I want to focus on reading my own books for a while. So the Scribed selection is so good that I don't want it distracting me. But there are a few books that are like higher priority for me on Scribed, so I would want to read like at least one of these before my free trial ends. These are all books that aren't in my library. So they have the final 2 books in Emma Newman's The Split World series. They have War for the Oaks by Emma Bull, which is classic urban fantasy book from the 80s, I believe. They have Peter Darling by Austin Chant, which is a Peter Pan retelling. They have some Octavia Cade, and then they have Memories of Ash by Intisar Kanani, which is part of a fantasy series that I started on my Kindle. So I would want to read at least one of those, maybe the War for the Oaks the most, because for some reason my library system doesn't have it. So this is it. This is my TBR stack for April. Let me know what you are currently reading, and I will talk to you later.